Hi everybody, I'm Amanda. Welcome to my channel. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe. There's a notifications bell that'll let you know as to when I'm going live, and there are ways to support me in the channel in the descriptions. So today is coffee with me. I'm going to address, hi Alexi, hola Nancy. I will have a nice day. Today is a day to relax and center, and like yesterday was crazy, right? So I had gone on, and for those of you that saw, I had done a live decorating the birthday cake, and my internet just kicked off. And I ended up having to spend half an hour trying to get it to stop going live because it was just like blank and still get ready for the birthday party. So I'm sorry about that. Just so you know, it ended up having, the only way I could stop it was deleting it. So you didn't get to see the wonderful masterpiece that I created. But if you go on to my Instagram, which I'm going to type it in here for those of you that are present right now, and I'll just say it for the rest of you. It's Manda, Manda, J, Richer is Richer at Instagram. And so you can see that creation. I'm super proud of it. Turned out great. She loved it, which just made my heart melt because this is my baby who is 20. So, hi, Rana. Apparently can't get out of sleep. Okay, Alexi. You look great. Thank you, Rana. I appreciate that. So yeah, it turned out really good. We ended up, I didn't go to the beach. Shelly took the kids to the beach for a little while. I'm exhausted. Like I'm so tired, and I'm trying to like not go to the doctor because I've been like having chest pains and stuff. Like I don't know what's going on. So it very well could be stress. So I'm trying to de-stress myself, relax, center. Um, the cake was amazing, Alexia. Hi, Mama Mode. Yeah, so the cake was amazing. It all went really well. And today I woke up with some resolve to really take the day and feed my soul. And um, yeah, it's been good. Manny, looking pretty. Thank you so much, Manny. Um, so today I got up, started my morning routine, and got Rowan down. I put her ball immediately in my pocket and took her to the park, and we had a good round of throw the ball, which is one of her favorite things to do, is to chase ball. So it may sound simple, but it made her heart so happy. And I love seeing her happy. So we went down and did that, even though I'm going to admit to something, and I admitted it. So it was like poking the bear on next door, right? Okay, next door is this like neighborhood thing that, kind of gives news from the neighborhood. There's a lot of people on there though that just love to complain. They love to take little civil issues and turn it into like, we need to have cops posted at every intersection. It's crazy. And so every once in a while, and probably because I've been stressed and I've been like kind of feeling overwhelmed, I decide to poke the bear. I'm going to address some comments. Hi, Hans. Guten Abend. I hope I said that right. Karen, Amanda, go to the doctor. Left for me. Yeah, I know, right? And I'm so putting it off. But yeah, it's getting to the point where I need to. I do. And I'm putting it off, and I don't want to. And I'm tired of having to go to the doctor. I'm tired of, like, I know that these conditions that I have are lifelong and that they compound and cause other issues, but it's nice to feel normal and not make the appointments. And so that's kind of what I've been dealing with, is not wanting to get in a whole nother round for this. But anyway, I want to go back because I was talking about poking the bear. Hi, Lexi. Omar. Hello. Hi, Sabrina. take care of yourself. Exactly. That's what's going to get me into the doctor's story, is taking care of myself for my grandkids. I love those little beings. I love them so much. They are my heart. So anyway, I was going back to this next source site. So like, there's this huge thing about people having dogs off leash, and okay, I live in a part of Seattle that it is not. There are not rampant dog attacks. There isn't even rampant people attacks, and those are the ones we got to worry about, or other humans. So these people are just losing their minds over people having their dogs off leash, which I get on some aspects. But here's the thing, from somebody who has a large dog, I go into a park, find like a little secluded area because my dog is trained, and I throw her ball, and I'm going to continue to do it. And so what I said was, hey, coming from the other side of this, let's just tone it down a notch. It's a civil thing, it has nothing to do with criminal law. If you want to call animal control, go right ahead. I'll be a dragonfly in a secluded area throwing the ball to my dog, Rowan. And she needs the exercise and she needs the play. And she doesn't get that without, like, I don't know if anybody's had a lab, but throwing the ball on leash is impossible. She is going to, I'm going to be able to follow that ball as well. So, yeah, I kind of poked the bear and was so disappointed because there was no reaction. People are just like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, there's hundreds of comments and you guys are all commenting. So it didn't work out. So I couldn't get my stress relieved through poking any bears, which I shouldn't do. And I do not recommend that anybody do. It's just, sometimes it's hard not to slip into maybe negative giggles, like, harassing people that are already upset probably isn't the way to go. And so I feel bad about that, but still going to take my dog. Dr. Nina, hello. I hope you are well. Story. They love me. They do love me. They do. Those grandbabies love me so much. So I took her to the park. We got back. I haven't broken into the rest of the birthday cake. I gave Trini some of her birthday cake to take home. It turned out so good, guys. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do a vlog where I kind of share the recipes with you and show you how to make it, because this one, I'm telling you, was so good. So I just made like a lemon, real like thinner lemon cake, put coconut cream filling that I made in there, rolled it up, put it in the freezer, cut the ends off and decorated it, but it turned out so yummy. So, and I'm going to share something with you that a lot of people just don't know about me. And that's that a lot of times I carry a little book with me. And this, as you can tell, it is well worn from being in a purse. It's perfect little purse size. And when I feel like I need to stop and center and relax, whether that be at home, whether that be on public transportation, or whether that be at a park, or whenever I start feeling super overwhelmed, it helps me to drag this out and just read a couple little stanzas from it. And this little book is, I would say it's a heavily revised edition of the Tao Te Ching. And it has been super helpful to me. Apparently, I have a page in here that's marked. I didn't even know I did that. I try not to do that. That's strange. Okay. Corey from the Southwest, it's nice to see how far you've come since seeing where you were at your introduction. Good stuff. I have come, I've come quite a ways. Yeah. The thing is I came a ways because I have a lot of people rooting for me. And I think that's super important. And people, when I'm feeling like I can give me I would say loving nudges to be where I'm at and do what I'm doing. Because I don't think I cannot for the life of me even imagine a person that has done every single thing in this world with no help from anyone. I think that's a misnomer, and it always makes me kind of turn my head a little bit, like when I hear that, because in all honesty, we are a culmination of the world around us, and nobody, no human is born self-sufficient. It just doesn't happen. It's not a thing. And I don't know how to tell people that nobody gets to where they're at by themselves. We are an effort from many people around us, and including negative efforts as well. Like, somebody doesn't become traumatized without having someone else or an environment or something else traumatizing them. So there's that. Alexi, does anyone read books? The funny thing is I have just kind of gotten back into reading over the last few years, because after one of my brain injuries, I was unable to focus on reading a book. I gave away like probably hundreds of books after that one brain injury, because I was so upset that I couldn't read anymore. I couldn't read for any length of time. Now I can read, and Sabrina, we're rooting for you. Thank you. Now I can do longer reading, and I can write longer things. I tend to write more research and papers of that nature than I do very personal. I am trying to write a book, but it's difficult. And all of these things have taken years and years of effort to get to the point where I'm at. Even speaking fluently and speaking in a way that's intelligible and able to be followed has been a lot of work. So, good afternoon, Rogerio. So what I was going to do is do something kind of interesting, maybe interesting to me. So I'm going to open this up, and I am just going to read a passage. Alexi, what kind of coffee do you like? Oh, I'm going to answer that question first, because I'm kind of, I like coffee that is kind of lower acidity, but has more of a nutty flavor to it. So I like a medium roast with like a nutty flavor. A lot of times what I will do is I will buy a brand of coffee. Usually it's on sale or cheaper, and then I'll buy one of hazelnut flavored, and I will add like little amounts to it to kind of get to achieve that nutty flavor without having the cloying flavor of flavored coffees, if that makes sense. Because flavored coffees themselves are just really kind of, it's too much, really. It's not coffee anymore, it's just a flavor. And I do like that coffee flavor. So I like nutty chocolate notes. I'm not big on the fruit-bodied ones. I think that's because I can just really taste the acidity. I love my fruit, I love my coffee, but I don't want them mixed. Your smile makes you a happy person. Yes and no. I'm a smiley person for sure. But here's the thing. I also can be bawling and laugh and smile. That is one thing. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but with brain injuries, it's called PBA, or pseudobulbar affect. And what it is, and I had it, like, it's calmed down for me, and I tried some of the medication, but I didn't like it. And so what it is like, after this brain injury, it didn't matter. I'd be sitting watching a show and just bawl. And I'm not crying because of any emotion. I'm just crying. And I couldn't control it. Or it would be a situation that does not call for laughter, and I couldn't stop laughing. I would laugh and laugh and laugh. And even now, I have an issue of inappropriate laughing and smiling. In other words, I have to, like, okay, for example, when the incident happened where they were breaking in or trying to break into the apartment, and the police are interviewing me. I had taken my night meds, which make me kind of loopy anyway already. I take it before the incident. So the fact that I stayed conscious through this was amazing anyway. So they're getting there, and I'm just like, I'm crying, but I'm shaking, and I'm also laughing. And I like trying not to, like realizing in my head, like, this is inappropriate. I'm not laughing because I'm happy. I'm not laughing because of any of this. And I can't stop myself. And so I am a very smiley person, but sometimes it's not connected to moods, like strangely enough. And yeah, it's interesting. Um, I, in some ways, that is one thing I'm glad for. If I have to be glad out of some of the things that came from brain injury, it would be my delving into how interesting and lovely our brains really are, and how much we can do as far as being the best versions of ourselves. Let's see. You cry and smile. You put everything out. I do. I do. Very open. And actually, okay. So I was talking in one of our meetings, and we were actually talking about compensation. And one of the things that I ran into after getting out of being unhoused is that a lot of people wanted to use my lived experience. It was needed. My perception of events, my information about the subculture, there were a lot of things about that people wanted that information from me, but they wanted it for free. And they wanted me to open my chest up and pour all of my pain, all of my heartache, all of my shame out because because it did good. And I was like, okay, because whatever, I'm kind of an open person anyway. But if it helps others, I'm down. But one thing that I realized is we can't keep asking the vulnerable to pour their pain out in their hearts and everything, and then use it for advertising, using it for bettering ourselves, and then not compensate anybody, because they deserve compensation. That is experience that is vital to our understanding of a demographic. Vital. And a lot of times we're asking them to put their hearts and souls into it with absolutely no recompense or compensation. And so, that was something that, I had to have a conversation with someone. And I was looking at comments and lost where I was going with that. But I did have to have a conversation about that, and it's important. And so, yeah, trying to think of, okay, take care of your heart. Mama Mo, take care of your heart. Resting is good, but sometimes we need to see a doctor. Don't like it. I never have. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I have conditions that do affect my organs, and so it is important to go to the doctor, and I know this, and they've been trying to get me in for months now, and I've been putting it off, and it's gotten to the point where I'm going to have to. And it makes me upset because I am super busy, super, super busy, and taking time out for, I know it's self-care, but something that's not enjoyable is really difficult. Karen, I'll tell you what Victor Allen has wonderful. Copied it off at Amazon or Kifsey. They also have K-Cups. Okay. Rogerier, I'm trying to get out of poverty. If I don't, I'm going to New York to make money. Okay. Poverty is not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So I understand getting out of poverty, but technically I'm still in poverty, like according to all the lines. But I'm happy. And there were so many times that I was in abject poverty that, I could see things that were beautiful that maybe if I wasn't there, I wouldn't have seen, and experienced wonderful people that I wouldn't have experienced. Let's see, Maria, Don Francisco Vanilla Nut Coffee. I actually have Don Francisco's Kona blend right now that I'm going to be trying. I think it's just your light being so bright. It's not a bad thing. Thank you, Corey. I believe that. And one thing I've always told my kids too, if you're walking around and you see somebody kind of like, smile as big as you can. People will return the smile. It is crazy, but if you walk around and just flash it, like just flash smiles, and people get excited, and it's hard with a mask though, but that's okay because I can flash smiles on here. um, let's see. Wow, I wasn't aware that this is a condition. Interesting. Maria, yeah, there's all sorts of crazy brain stuff. Because mine was frontal lobe. Let's see, got my scars here. So frontal lobe, and then parietal, and then I had an occipital. So this side of my head. Oh, hi, Noodles. Rogeria, I want to go to New York. I can't stand being poor anymore. Rogerio, I'm going to be very, very honest with you right now. Going to a place does not guarantee a way out of poverty. New York has thousands upon thousands of unhoused individuals. They have thousands upon thousands of insecurely housed individuals. And this is the way it is across the United States. No one is immune. And if you want to go to New York because you love it and you love the vibe, or there is something there for you, then by all means, go to the place where your heart sings. But don't do it because you think that there is this special way out through one of these cities, because there's not. But if you're going to go somewhere that makes your heart glow. My advice, don't have to take it, do you? But that is my advice to people. Let's see. New York is expensive. Rents are super high. Yeah, here too. Mama mode, I'm about to drive to work. And notice here, I drive while she watches. You're exactly right. Vulnerable are not a tourist attraction. They're not the latest fad. Yeah, it's true. And I myself have gone out and gotten stories without compensation. I do try to give something. But there have been times I didn't have anything to give. And it's something that, I'm not sure how to go about it, but I know that I am working with nonprofits right now to change. Like, there's a difference between using somebody's image, right, to garner funds for your agency, and call it like using the image because that person needs help right now and it's for that person, right? So, like, for example, good example, invisible people, right? So that video was put on the Invisible People YouTube, and Invisible People may have gotten some funds from it, but the overarching goal was to help me. And so it was made very clear by Mark Horvath, and he had helped me set up a GoFundMe to make sure that video helped me personally, not necessarily. It may have garnered greatness for the, I hope it did. I hope it helped invisible people. But that's the right way to go about it, is doing things and helping the person get up and get ahead. And so that's something that is, okay, easy way to explain it. When you're coming up, reach down and grab people. You got two hands, right? You're coming up and you're on that escalator, grab somebody close to you, behind you, grab somebody with his hand close to you, and start hauling them up too. And they'll grab people behind them and they'll haul them up too, and you're all making progress. That's the way to do that, right? So that's it. Let's see. Alexi, main thing is to use potential products without chemicals. Okay, Alexi, everything has chemicals. Our world is made up of chemicals. Okay, you can't use anything without chemicals. Water is H2O. Chemicals are what make up our world. Now, I think you're talking about manufactured chemicals, And since I am on an insane amount of pharmaceuticals to keep me straight and talking and being okay, I think that that's really a personal choice. Like literally, I am on a couple antidepressants, two mood stabilizers, um, blood pressure, glaucoma like drops. Like I'm on some meds, and I have to say, if you want proof that medication can be productive and work, I'm it. Like really. Um, and I'm sorry about the issue. Those are atoms, but chemicals in and of themselves, like our world is made up of chemicals. Like plants are chemicals. I use marijuana. It's got chemicals in it. Chemicals like compounds like THC or, CBD and all these other things. Did you get new glasses? No, I did not. However, this summer I'm really trying to save up because I decided to do that rather than get a kayak is go get contacts. So that's a huge deal for me. Let's see. Paul, just checking in, doing good. James, Laura, did I have brain surgery? No, I didn't. And actually, what really, I didn't know anything about brain injuries. And so we knew that I was messed up and things were happening and I wasn't okay. And I kept begging people, like I was like, I'm dying. And I guess that's pretty normal for certain brain injuries because I felt like I feel like two different people. Like the girl before died and then I became a new person. It's a really weird disconnect with that. But no, I didn't. What I had, they ended up finding, I probably should have at the time, but a year later, they ended up through an accident that actually didn't cause any head injury. They realized that for a year I had a subdural hematoma. So it had started dissipating by a year, but there was a large hematoma that was causing problems in the frontal lobe. Rogerio, I'm already at that last stage of my English, listening, understanding, speaking. That's awesome, Rogerio. I need to do that. I need to learn another language. And that was something that me and Shelly just talked about too with the grandbabies is making sure that when they go back to school that they're in some sort of immersion program for another language. It's super important. It is. Learning cultures, learning about our world is so important. Noodles. Yeah, it's fun sometimes, especially at kids. Flashing smiles at kids and seeing their reactions, right? I do that a lot. I'm like, thank you for the advice. What happened to Rowan? Rowan is outside right now enjoying this beautiful day. Do I know how to make spaghetti? Yes. I'm late. Sheila, hi. Today's topic is just relaxing. I'm just chatting. There is no particular. I brought out the Tao here and was going to read a snippet out of that, but I got distracted. Like I'm highly distractible today. I'm enjoying the day, but super distractible. The world is so beautiful. It is, James. Is there something she doesn't know how to make? Likely, and I'm sure it's awesome. I like creating and I like learning new stuff, and I'm always down to try and put something together. And I am one of those people that is super guilty of going through stores and being like, I can make that. I could make that. and sometimes I overestimate my skill set. James, have I ever played Uno? Yes. And do I like the Beatles? Yes. And for all those who don't know, okay, there's this little cartoon called Beat Bugs, and it has like Beatles songs. I'm in love with it. The kids are hot on it, but whatever. Just got my vaccine yesterday, Paul. Yay! So excited for you. My oldest daughter had both of hers, and we're just waiting for the other opportunities to open. That's a big deal. Will there be a party at home? Not sure for what. Sergio, do you have a boyfriend? No. I have me, and I enjoy my company oh so much. Funny thing is I had like, it's spring, so every spring I kind of like think about like, maybe a date or two, but I realize I just like being with me. I do. I like my alone time. And then when I don't have alone time, my family's got my time or my work has got my time. And so it's enjoyable to have time for myself and be okay and not have to worry about making somebody else happy, or I can just be me with me all the time. Like, I'm okay with me. I like my moods. I like all of it. I'm my best friend. Oh, I forgot. Amelia's my best friend. Let's see. It sounds serious. Every time something happens from Seattle, I identify it by the yellow color. Bus. Where's your coffee or tea here? Will I get a stimulus check? I'm assuming most of us will. Uh, it's. I hope it stops what's going to happen with the evictions. Um, Americans use a lot of phrases and verbs and reductions in speech. American English is more complex than British English, I imagine. And a lot of times you have slang and regional dialects. So yeah, it definitely is. I'm a loner too. I'm definitely not a loner. Um, I'm not. I really like I work with a lot of people. My phone is usually blowing up. I've gotten several messages while sitting here. I there's as a matter of fact, I oh, didn't even tell you. Most of you know, like, I've got all this news, and I'm just like, um, so almost forgot to tell you. You guys know that I am the consultant for One Health Clinic, and I am now also the head of the advisory board. So very excited about that. I am also, as the board's being formed, going to be a board member for Homeless Alliance for All through Bill Higgins. You'll see him comment sometimes. Wonderful. If you're on Facebook, go to HA for All. Actually, I will type that in: capital H, capital A, number 4, and capital All on Facebook. There we go. I am so the same way. I'm only 19, so my friends pressure me to find somebody, but I'd much have them. Right? Like, and plus, I've been in a lot of situations. Like, I can't anymore. Like, I really do enjoy my company, and it is different when there's people around all the time. And so, I just really, there's so much I want to see and do. It's almost like, okay, for example, driving with somebody else and you're a photographer. So if I was with me, I would be like, stop the car. Do you see that layout? Do you see that beauty? Stop. You can get an amazing shot here and there. With you, when you're with somebody else, like, hey, you mind stopping? Oh no, we're not stopping now. Okay, well, that sucks. And I kind of like, that's how I view a whole, like, wanting to be in a relationship. Like, oh, I'd have to compromise. I don't have to compromise with me ever, ever. Like, I never force myself to compromise. Compromising is just getting not what I want. I compromise at work. I compromise with 3 toddlers constantly. I'm not compromising with me. um, let's see, James, you're still so young. Thank you. Mattia, greetings from Croatia. We love you. Greetings from Seattle. You guys just being all over the world. My heart. Seattle Judy, what? Noodles, congrats from me and Mama. Thank you. I'm super excited. Things are going well. I'm going to attend the meeting for the Human Rights Commission. That won't be decided till April. So my hat's still in the ring. Haha. So excited. Rogeria, I'll make my dinner even more. James, will I ever go blonde again? No clue. No clue. My hair is all about what I'm thinking and feeling, and this is definitely, I'm liking the red. I've had red many, many years. Like, I've had every color in the rainbow pretty much. And I'm really liking the dark red. I think it looks good on me, and I love the way it glows in the light, and it just makes me feel good. I was thinking about doing pink this year, though. I was going to go with like a hot pink for summer. Not sure on that, though, yet. Congrats on the advisory board. Thank you. Noodles, I'm the same way. Do we like rice-a-roni? Yeah, I guess. A lot of times I don't get a whole lot of boxed foods. I do every once in a while, but for quick stuff, like if I don't want to make anything to eat really, I get cereal. I am a cereal consumer. And sometimes I even drink my orange juice out of the carton. Greetings from upstate New York. Greetings from Seattle, Noodle. The dark red looks really nice. Thank you. I think so too. So I'm going to do what I was going to do, and I am going to open this to a page. All right. So I'm just going to read, because that's what I do. Like I've read through it, as you can tell, a lot. And like I said, this is a heavily revised. I've had other versions of the Tao Te Ching, and this is a heavily revised version. So this is interesting, I guess. The Tao is the center of the universe, the good man's treasure, the bad man's refuge. Honors can be bought with fine words. Respect can be won with good deeds. But the Tao is beyond all value, and no one can achieve it. Why did the ancient masters esteem the Tao? Because being one with the Tao, when you seek, you find. When you make a mistake, you are forgiven. That is why everyone loves it. Okay, so they're very. I would almost equate this with Psalms or Proverbs in a religious text. But what I take the Tao to mean throughout the text is the universe, and how the universe holds all but is really nothing as well. And it's the force that everything moves within. And I find that super interesting. And so, yeah, I don't know why this particular one kind of centers me, but I think it's because it makes me internalize. Knowledge of others and gaining knowledge is great, but I really think being self-aware and understanding myself and my abilities is also key. Pancakes are good in the morning. Yes, they are, and I make amazing pancakes. I really do. And my grandbabies love pancakes. However, they love pancakes when I insert a whole thing of blueberries into them. And Amelia has decided that for morning, she just likes berries. So we're on a berry kick right now. It's pretty wonderful because I like berries too. So really, guys, that's like I started out with like, ooh, we'll read from the Tao and have this like centered and relaxing time. And it turns out I just had a lot of news to share, and I like chatting. Oh, and I have a new coffee cup. It was on sale with like this one coffee I got, and I was like, a heart coffee cup? I think so. I need that. I don't need it. It's really weird that like at the time that I was unhoused, I really now, like when I'm like, oh, I need that, I'm like almost immediately my head is like, really need. Like you get real acquainted with what a need and a want is when you're living under a bridge. So now I check myself a lot. Like, girl, really? When's your birthday? My birthday is middle month, June 15th. I am a Gemini. And do I have a favorite crochet stitch? Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the stitch, I can crochet, but I don't know any of the stitches or what they're called. So I do just kind of a basic stitch myself. Do you ever think everyone is trying to hurt you? No, no, I don't. Um, there is good, there is evil, and there's neutral. And for the most part, people are good or neutral. There are people that would hurt me given the chance. But do I worry about that? No. I take solace and joy in the people that are there and good to me. Um, there are many people. For example, she was on earlier, Sheila is one of the people that, you know, she can be frankly honest with me. And I never think she's trying to hurt me. I mean, and that's, of course, it's all out of love and constructive criticism. But, I think it would be easy sometimes to think that maybe people are trying to hurt me or, do something like that. But for the most part, most people want the best. Most people want me to do well. And they love each other and they love me. And I am blessed. And even in the constructive criticism, it's out of love and out of knowledge of who I am and out of knowledge of what I want to be. Um, let's see. Paul, do you ever meditate? I've been trying to meditate more with the Balance app and I'm loving it. It helps me feel centered and calm. I do have a hard time meditating. I do every so often. A lot of times my meditation comes in the form of repetitive movement. And I can go within myself fairly easily. Like it's nothing for me to immediately escape the world and just go into my own head. I'm a Leo. I don't know much about Leos. You are very positive. You give joy. Thank you, Alexi. Do you like peanut M&Ms, James? Yes, and I like almond ones. As a matter of fact, Shelly got like a box of peanut M&Ms and gave me like she'd give me a bag and I'd clear it and she'd give me another one and I'd clear it. I was like, this has got to stop. Like, really got to stop. I can't be doing that. But yeah, I like Amanda on the big screen in my home and voice very loud. My favorite channel, like home. AI is my Alexa. I just got one too. And you know what I find it the most helpful for is finding my phone. I can just tell it to call my phone and it will ring. And I know where my phone is because I swear I spend so much time wandering around the house going, where's my phone? Where is my phone? And sometimes I will have it in my hand while I am looking. And it's ridiculous. Fudge brownie. They have fudge brownie M&Ms? Why do I not know this? That sounds amazing. I need that in my life. Can you imagine? What if they did like fudge brownie with an almond in there? Oh, that'd be mind blowing. Jinx, I miss Rowan. Rowan is relaxing. She had the ball thrown to her a bunch of times today, and she is enjoying her time out on the balcony. And she likes see where I'm sitting at, like, and not for long, but for now, she can look out kind of over the city, and so that's kind of her favorite thing to do is like lay her head out and just watch. Paul, Gemini here. Jinx, what kind of movies do you like? I like more series than I like movies. If I'm gonna watch a movie, if I'm gonna watch a movie, I like it to be funny. I used to like horror movies, kind of got out of that stage. I like series, like Netflix series. Like right now, one of the Netflix series that I'm watching in season 4 just came out is Good Girls. What else? Mindhunter. Ozark. There's a few. Shameless. The Judge. Or wait, is it The Judge? Or is it The Juror? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Might be The Juror. So yeah, I watch series of things. I think I've named off a bunch that I'm waiting on. And Shameless, it's our last season, which names I like to be scared. I not so much. I find as I get thank you, Beardy Advocate. I appreciate that tons. Click coffee cups. um I I find this stuff really predictable. If I am going to like, I don't know, I don't get scared much, and I probably like I watch way too much murder TV, and it's like a joke amongst us girls. Oh, which actually now because Shelly has Saturday nights and her parents have the kids. We're going to be doing with my daughters and her and me. We're going to be doing girls' night and definitely like watching series, painting nails, doing girl stuff. Well, actually, it's not girl stuff, it's anybody's stuff. And I shouldn't say that, but we call it our girls' night, and it's going to be super fun. Um, Thank you for your courage. Thank you, Beardy Advocate. Have you ever watched Shameless? Me, my friends, I love Shameless. Love Shameless. But did you know, Paul, that I have not watched the British version. There's a UK version, and I've never watched that. I've watched the American version. So now that it's the American version last season, I'm going to switch over probably and see what the UK version is about. Do you watch Let's Make a Deal? No, I don't really watch game shows. It's not, I mean, I'm happy for people and things, but man, sometimes making people compete for like assistance is just like, yeah, philanthropy. um, Noodles. I used to watch Xena, Midsummer's Murder, and Murder She Wrote. I used to watch Xena for a hot short time. I've never seen Midsummer's Murder or Murder She Wrote. I like Forensic Files and Cold Case and stuff that has zero resolution. Like, what were we joking about the other day? We're like, watch this whole series, and we're like, did we find out what happened? No. Did we watch it anyway? Yes. Does anybody know? No. I think it was like on the Lizzie Borden thing. I saw every UK episode. You'd like it. Kevin B are my favorites on that show. Yep, they're pretty awesome. I'd have to say I really kind of Fiona. I identified with Fiona a little bit. I identified with all of them a little bit, but Fiona I identified with a little bit. And there was actually an episode in there where Fiona started drinking. And Frank, who is a seasoned alcoholic, goes up to her and says, you can't drink. And she's like, what are you talking about? You should talk. You're an alcoholic. And he's like, no. He's like, you're a bad drunk. You're a mean drunk. You can't control yourself. I can have beers all day long. And I was like, oh girl, I know that problem. I can't drink either. So I feel you. Like, I had to like with that one, I was like, man, yup. Let's see. Pumpkin Beach, Wanted on Netflix is really good, but it is the UK. I've watched that. Yep, I watched that. Wanted. Yep, that is a really good one. There's a few good Australian ones I watched too, and I just watched one called I think it's called Casketeers, and it's from New Zealand, and that one was super. It's a reality one, but it's super interesting. Let's see. Nomad's here. So sad. Emmy Rossum left the show. Hopefully she comes back as Fiona in the final episode in season 11. Yeah, I hope so. Okay, guys. Do you celebrate Rowan's birthday? Yes, and I know when Rowan's birthday is. So, Rowan Well, it's within a day of when she's born, but we celebrate on April 4th. And this year, her birthday falls on Easter, and we always have a party for her where her doggy friends can come over and enjoy her dog food made cake. Which, yeah, Rowan has her friends and she has her birthday parties and her outfits and all the lovely stuff because she deserves the best life. Um, let's see, I'll check it out. I remember that part. Fiona is multi-layered, and that's why. Yes, exactly. Very multi-layered character. And seeing what her decisions and what caused them and her choices, it was, I find it really interesting. Actually, I love the show. Definitely entertainment value 10. So anyway, guys, thank you for chatting with me. Yeah, I covered a lot of things today, and I am going to get off of here and continue my day of relaxation. When is Rowan's? I feel like I need to say something. Rowan's birthday is April 4th, and she will be 5 years old this year. So, yeah, she's an adolescent and the best dog ever. She is so amazing, and she's amazing to me. I love her very much. All right, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for spending this time with me. I will talk to you later. Bye.